Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, where I have been having a very bad morning. So, you might be wondering, where's the fight gone? BM, what's going on? Well, I recorded the fight. It was a fantastic fight. It was really good. I lost the Invictus. The rocket, though, pulled through and sunk that very dangerous... very nasty French battlecruiser that cost nearly 3 billion. Superb. I was so happy. I was like, this is great content. I love it. This is the best. You guys are gonna love it. And I hit the button to save the recording. And something was a bit weird. So I thought, oh, that's odd. I'll go check and see what happened, because the pop-up did say it started recording. Go check. No video file. None. Cue about half an hour of swearing at Windows later, I discover that for some reason, because Windows had decided to mess up my audio settings again, that because I hadn't selected the exact configuration correctly. Normally I haven't changed anything. I doing the same thing I always do. I plug in my headphones and it works and it's fine. But no, today, because I hadn't said exactly that I am actually using my headphones, that was causing a weird USB related error, I think. I'm not even sure, but whatever litany I failed to say to the machine spirit, the recording could not be saved and it just disappeared. So I'm quite annoyed. So especially as that was probably the last good fight of the entire campaign, because yeah, I'm probably going to be able to destroy the French very, very soon, and they will be gone. I have no interest in going to war with the Dutch, and the Americans are soon to be obliterated. There are the British. They have a ship. You know, they could potentially be interesting, but unfortunately, especially with that, I think the campaign is going to end sooner rather than later. But well, maybe not quite, because you might get a little surprise later on, but I don't want to ruin that. So I'm going to continue with the invading. Alright, confirmation that France has now been destroyed. Britain is pretty friendly with both us and the Netherlands, which means that, yeah, we're heading for game over. I am very disappointed, but don't worry. I have a way that we're going to get this back. We just need to take northern Alaska and the central US, and then we'll be kind of done. Yeah, we'll be kind of done. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Central US should fall first. If I let... maybe it won't. I'm kind of hoping it does. I haven't launched naval invasion up here because I'm trying to wait, but yeah, I'll keep an eye on it. Right, welcome back. We're about to take northern Alaska. Now, I don't know if that's going to end the game. We have taken the central US. I just wanted to have a quick look at the map, because it is quite the sight. Green and orange everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. And I thought it was worth checking in on the politics screen, because I don't have that fight to talk about. So we have Mexico, Norway, and Sweden all as our minor allies, and the Netherlands has Denmark. So effectively, the Netherlands controls this, we control this, and Iceland, and we also control all of the remaining Mexican territory. Britain is not quite, but basically allied to both of us. I will push for an alliance with Britain now, because that'll probably cause a game over because the US is about to die. Economy-wise, Netherlands way ahead. But we have a larger fleet. Although they do have 5 battleships, and they're building a lot. So, I know a lot of people will be like, oh, go against the Netherlands. So, the way diplomacy works in Dreadnoughts, I can't really do that. And, to be honest, I don't really want to, because it's going to spoil the actual last episode of the series, which is going to be after this one. Although this one's probably going to be very short, so I'll do something to make this more lengthy, and so you actually get to see some cool stuff going on. And there we go. After some persuading, Britain, the Netherlands, and Brazil have all agreed to call it quits. So we never fought Britain, although the Dutch certainly did. Is this the... Oh, god damn it. It's done the thing where it hasn't recorded any of the stats. Oh, I should never have even bothered. Oh, I sunk a Korean destroyer. Great. It doesn't remember any of the stuff I did. Does it remember any of this? No. Great. Thank you, game. It does do this sometimes, particularly if you've had a game update during your save. Top tip, when you start a campaign, create a version locked copy of the game so that you don't have to worry about this kind of rubbish. Anyway, we ended up 7,400 naval prestige, which is pretty high. We had about 1 million tons, 5 battleships, 5 battle cruisers, 12 armoured cruisers, or heavy cruisers, 12 lights, 57 destroyers. And that's pretty much it, because it does not showing any of the other stats. So we actually built more battle cruisers than that, because we lost a few. Including one this episode that I didn't get a show. Fucking hell. Okay, so there will be one more episode of the Brazilian campaign, because I don't know if you noticed, but at the end there's a hell of a lot of border gore. And that needs sorted out with my co-op campaign partner, Stealth 17. So we will be having a little episode where we discuss what happened, what's going on. But I don't want to leave the episode like this, because that seems a bit rubbish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up a custom battle, but I'm not going to load it up on this version of Dreadnoughts. I'm going to load it up on a different one. Alright, welcome back. I thought I'd give you a little preview of what the next campaign's going to be like, because there's different options in here. So, you may be thinking, wait a minute, what's all this? Based on a comment that I got, and with the problems with miners, I've been working away on the Dreadnought Improvement Project. There are actually going to be 2 versions of version 3, which is going to be ready for release basically as soon as Tweaks and Fixes gets updated for 1.6.1.4. You know, some on 1.6.1.3. There will be the regular version, the version I was just playing on for the Brazilian campaign, and there will be a new version called The Great Game. Oh yes, very nice. And in The Great Game, there are no minor nations whatsoever. Well, actually, that's not true. There's one. There's Switzerland. But all of the naval minor nations have been removed and replaced. And whilst there are some new countries, such as Portugal, and existing countries have been expanded, there are 2 unique new countries for the Great Game, one of which is the Byzantine Empire, who I'm going to be playing for the next campaign, and there is also Scandinavia. Yes, that's right. The Kalmar Union basically has popped into existence. So let's build a ship. Now we've got 32 knots, sure. We could make... Screw it, let's just go big. I've no idea what the AI is going to do. We might as well go big. We don't need range. Okay, and this is actually the first time I've tried playing any of the Scandinavian hulls. So, thank you, Rocket. I don't even know what you picked for them. I'm sure it'll be... I'm sure it will be fantastic. Let's just use the best tower, shall we? This also gives me a chance to show off something else I've been working on, which is a brand new set of engine calculations. I may need to tweak them a bit more, but they should now give much more realistic values for the engine horsepower. So if you build very large, very fast ships, particularly very fast ships, you're going to find you're going to need a lot more engine power, which means you're going to need better engines, and you're going to need more funnels. So this fixes the 1000% engine efficiency that's been floating around since 1.6. I basically went back to the drawing board and redid the calculations and kind of tried to map them onto some real-world data. So that's one thing that's changed. The other big change from the DIP version 3 video that I did is penetration of high explosive has been altered. Now, what kind of guns are we going to go for here? I mean, we could go 18s. There's no harm in using triples. By the way, check this out. Quads and triples, same length. Okay, not on this one. But on some of them they are. So this is one of the things Rocket has been working on. Okay, not this one either. But yeah, he hasn't done the quads yet, but he is going to. But most of the gun turrets and things have been updated to be much more consistent. Actually, there's no point using twins. Triple is... we could just go all front triple guns. But the temptation is to have another one back here. Because why not? Cool. I just think it's going to be tricky on this tonnage to pull that off. So yes, if we go with, say, a base fused high explosive shell on these 18-inch guns, I think I'm on like 200% armor quality though. Yeah, let's go turn it down to 140. That's our current armor quality. The pen is less. It's roughly half, not quite half for all the shells. So nose fuse isn't. You don't see as much drop off. So you can see there. 10,000 meters, it's 1.5. Base fuse, it's 2.1. High cap, it's 2, because a high cap is basically a base fuse, but with more boom in it. And incendiary shells, it's about 1.1. So these three, which were never really getting picked by me at all, I would just completely ignore them. And I think people who've been playing it have been totally ignoring these. I think base fuse is probably still your best kind of medium ground, all-purpose high explosive shell. And the soft cap is 2.6 and cap ballistic 3.2. So there's less difference between the high explosive shells, but none of them are really great at going through even relatively thin. Remember, this is an 18-inch gun. Relatively thin, extended armor. And this is, I'll be honest, mostly to help the AI. Because, yeah, the AI has started putting armor on ships. But I was noticing, particularly in the later battles, that you're winning battleship on battleship fights with high explosive. That shouldn't really be happening.
Also means that these two might become a little bit more interesting for folks. We'll go Cordite 3, TNT 4, and you can see that doesn't up my high explosive pen very much at all, but AP pen is the same. Electro-Hydro, semi-auto guns, 5, RDF. Wow, this ship is actually working. We don't need secondaries because we're fighting a battleship. And this is the default armor game put on, and it's actually fine. I would maybe up that to 1 inch. Main deck to 4. And increase those layers. 14 inch of main belt is not going to do anything against an 18 inch shell. But it never was going to anyway. Because we'd need, like, insane armor. I have had a couple of comments saying, hey, look, if you get to 18-inch guns, there's basically nothing that can be done armor-wise. That's kind of what happens. Once you get to really, really big guns, the armor that you have to deploy to armor yourself up against them starts to fall away. This is basically what Jackie Fisher realized too early. He was ahead of his time, and he was like, he saw that this would be a problem, and it is a problem because eventually the penetration of guns just gets so enormous. If you're going for 18s, basically anything bigger than a 16, once you start going into that territory, you're no longer able to armor against your own guns. And the kind of battleship paradigm starts to break down. But I think that's an interesting late game problem to have. Early and mid game, you can absolutely armor against your own guns. It's just once you start getting into the late game and these really big guns start showing up that are pretty effective, then you need to worry about it. Right, let's have a look and see what the Byzantines come up with. I forgot to set the weather like an idiot. However, that's going to be a hilarious thumbnail. Look at that flag. I love it. We've also started probably quite close. What's the range? 30, that's fine. Right, let's have a look at what the Byzantines have brought to the party. So they've got 9 15-inch guns. It's not very fast, so it's a bit more dreadnoughty. I didn't change the armor quality on my ship. Whoops. Okay, so they were... okay. Well, alright, I guess... Yeah, because we've got Crypt 2, and they've got Crypt 5. Whoops, that's a boo-boo. It's too busy chatting. Oh well. They sound so good. We never got a chance to use 18-inch guns in the Brazilian campaign. Not the most practical weapon. But boy, do they sound good. Huh. Because I had to download... Oh, rude. Yeah, that poor armor quality's hurting me here. Because I had to download... Jesus, it really is. So they're hitting me with AP on the extended belt, I think. Yeah, they are. Oh, we got to hit them back, though. So basically, you're going to have to use AP on battleships now. I wish I could define that, like, because I feel like this is being treated as extended belt, this section here. Still, we're definitely smacking each other. We're going to have to angle in because of the flooding. Overpens. But you can see here that the all or nothing scheme, which both of these ships are using, is working. Particularly for them. In fact, it's working better for them. But the high explosive isn't doing that much. Oh! Main belt pen! That's the stuff. Because they've got flooding in the middle. That's bad for them. That's the new vanilla raking fire mechanic. So angling in like this is not as good as it used to be anymore. I think they're going to get this. But it was close. They are badly damaged. They're one hit away from sinking. But we are going to sink. Oh, boo, hiss. Right, should we try again? This time, let's put the armor quality up, eh? Yes. I will retry. When was the last time I did a custom battle? On the channel. There we go. Grip 5. Gives us a 30% boost in armor quality. And now... yeah, okay. See, the HE isn't as effective. It's a bit flatter because of the way it works. But yeah, I guess the AI is going to build a new ship. Welcome back. The channel mascot is starting up in the background. Apologies for that. Is that a better shot? Oh, that is a better shot. Yeah, look at that. Glorious. And what have the Byzantines built? A similar kind of ship, by the looks of it. Oh, that one's not nearly as impressive. Oh, well, it's going to be a hollow victory then. But, again, this is a good chance for me to do some live testing because, yeah, I want to see what we're dealing with here. But I'm noticing that the AI is not picking the high explosive very often. Wow, that was a nasty shot to kick off. Hitting the bridge. Oof. Yeah, it must have reset the damage pop-up behavior when I re-downloaded the game. Because now it's showing blocked and ricochets. And I've never figured out what it is that turns that on and off. Never. Oh, another hit to the fire control. So again, if you're thinking about this in terms of a historical battle, basically what we're doing is we're destroying their upper works. Which is causing them a lot of problems. Which is very much how things would work. And you would disable turrets. Oh, no. But if you got something like that actually penetrating the armor, then they're dead. Oh, yes. I'm very excited for this. Well, I will see you all again for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Not Brazil, but Byzantium, where we will be not reforming the Roman Empire, because it still exists in this timeline, but we will be continuing the Roman Empire into the Age of Steel. And the next episode you're going to see is going to be a very special little treat for you, and I'm looking forward to doing it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.